I've been traveling for work for the last week, and AMC has taken one heck of a break while I've been gone. At the beginning of the week, a friend of mine texted me wondering what in the heck was going on with AMC's stock price and was it going to continue to fall. His concern was if something had happened to cause the price to fall, and was the play done? My response was the same as I'd tell anyone here. Nothing has changed with the stock other than the price, and while that seems to be the most important factor, it's important to notice when zoomed out that we've been here before. So if you have the same conviction as before and nothing has changed but the price, then this is the prime situation that tests the concept of diamond hands. Let's talk about the price action of AMC. Let's discuss this crazy week that the AMC community has had, and let's get to it. What's up YouTube, James from Thursday Media here, and in this video we're talking about the downtrend that occurred this week and some of the wild conversations happening online regarding the AMC community. Before we get started, I want to mention that I was traveling this past week for work, so I missed our post, but work and life happens. We also officially reached video 50 of 1UP Financials, so maybe it's good timing. We've been producing content for 6 months now, and I'm so appreciative for those of you that have found your way to the channel, and I look forward to the next 6 months. And a great way to kick off the next 6 months is to hit the like button so that YouTube knows that we're still in the game. AMC's stock price has finished down heavily over the last couple of weeks, and there's no way to sugarcoat that. Watching the price action yield red day after day can be disheartening, so it's worth looking at what's been happening and what's actually changed. There have been a wave of arguments over real prices, fake prices, YouTubers, and trading platforms, and maybe it's time for the AMC family to have a little time to sort things out. After all, the last few months have seen a slow but growing issue with bots and distractions. Then came the trend of calling everyone a shill, followed by the frustration of seeing the stock decline as GoFundMe campaigns and festivals were being planned. It's almost timed too well, so we can assume some of the mess being stirred up is from infiltration of users that are purposefully beginning controversial posts. These arguments won't likely change the opinions of AMC shareholders that have been holding for months, but the confusion and negativity could certainly turn off new shareholders and cause them to exit their position at the first sign of weakness. And we've seen plenty of selling pressure in the last couple of weeks as the stock has fallen over 20% in just the last 5 trading days. And this has been rough on many, but let's look at a little data that may shed a positive light on an otherwise low week. Stonko Tracker is still reporting a massive number of orders being routed through dark pools. This has been a trend that we've seen for weeks. An additional trend is the massive percentage of volume each day that is sold short. Yet short interest is only sitting around 15%, which is a bit odd considering the giant bump in negative pressure lately. If we want to be objective with the data that we have, the decline in average volume over the past month is likely a leading cause for shorts to be able to manipulate the stock more easily. Add into this new investors that hopped in during the last month that were likely not as committed to buying and holding as they thought, and that probably added a bit to the selling. These are the weeks that build diamond hands because it's hard to watch your investment bleed away every day. While the price action seems bleak, more shorts piling in means a stronger boost when they have to cover. The real question the stock is trying to answer right now is how low will they try to push it before covering? What price is the launch pad? If I had to guess, they're running the numbers to find a coverage point that will hopefully prevent driving the stock over that $65 mark. Of course, if retail ownership continues increasing while they short, the tension on this slingshot increases and the stock could fly higher than they predict. The current tactic to get AMC's stock price down can be summed up as a game of who can hold the longest. And because this is a sentiment play, they're going to do things that attack people's conviction in the stock. If you bought AMC after reading the due diligence, understanding your risk, investing no more than what you're willing to lose, and nothing has changed, then the concept of diamond hands should be easy. But this is where I think the little bits of negativity are having an impact. Arguments over which brokerage to use because of payment for order flow or routing through Citadel seems like a desperate argument to make right now since most people will probably not change their brokerages at this time. The thesis is and always has been that the shorts are going to have to cover if people buy and hold, and that the lower the price is pushed, the more likely the stock will become more appealing to those that have been on the fence about jumping in. AMC saw a pretty strong bounce after it dipped below $32. That isn't to say that the price can't go lower, but it does show that people are getting more comfortable buying at this level. Now, there seems to be some growing animosity from Reddit and social media towards YouTubers talking about AMC, which some have good points, but I think the YouTube community, including myself, has a role to play sharing what we find, summarizing information for people who don't have time to sort through it all, and providing different forms of information delivery. As for me, I talk about AMC because it's an interesting stock that other people are interested in. Just following the week-to-week information people dig up has taught us all way more about the functions of the market than we probably wanted to know. Each person is going to prefer to get information in a different way, and that's completely respectable. I can't blame someone who likes reading the Wall Street Journal or browsing posts on Reddit for not liking YouTube as their main form of financial insight or entertainment. But I also don't think it's okay to dismiss those that like one form of media over another. If you don't like something, just don't watch it, and let's try to get the community back to a positive place. That'll at least give the poor moderators a break and time to focus on addressing the real problems that have infiltrated and plagued the online community. But as always, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a regular guy with a regular job, just holding my shares of AMC. So always make sure that you do your own research before making any financial decision and that you make financial decisions that you're comfortable with. If you're interested in investing and looking for a place to start, I'll leave you some links down in the description below to help get you started. Some of these are even offering free stocks when you sign up and make your first deposit. If you like this video and you want more like it, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I post every Thursday and Sunday unless I throw in a bonus. You can now also follow us on Twitter, links down below. Let's see what the new week brings us. Make sure to stay positive, and thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.